Hello, friends, and welcome back to Malicious Compliance Stories. Employee or not, what world do people live in where they expect other people to get their groceries for them at the supermarket? Of course, the crazy lady in our first story. But before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you're new here and turn on notifications so you don't miss a new video every single day. Here we go. Lady, it's too early for this crap. I'm a late riser. I like to wake up at 11 a.m. or later. But I'm also an avid fisherman. Sometimes these two things clash, like a couple days ago. I was getting our supplies for lunch, and that took me to the local supermarket chain in a minuscule town 50 miles from home at 7 a.m. while we got another family member in my party's fishing license. I'm stalking around the aisles like a zombie, sipping my coffee and praying for my damn headache to go away. I'm wearing black athletic pants, black water shoes, and a raggedy camo long-sleeve shirt. My hair's everywhere, and I have one hell of a 5 o'clock shadow going on. Despite my appearance, my foul mood, and my headache, I'm still trying to be pleasant with everyone. Because hey, everyone deserves a smile, right? But apparently, willingly interacting with someone you don't know automatically means you're an employee. Allow me to introduce former trophy wife. FTW seems like one of those women who's at church every Sunday so she can gossip after the service. I'm also willing to bet she has live, laugh, love in at least 4 places of her home. She also appeared to have had at least 4 touch-ups to her face/breasts/stomach. FTW. Hey, you. Me. What? Still not all there. FTW. Find me these. Shoves shopping list at me. Then I realize what's going on. Me. No, find an employee. FTW. You are an employee. She said it slow, like I was an idiot. Me, irritated. I've only got a limited amount of time. Ma'am, kindly F off somewhere over there. I gesture to the side of the store I'm not going to and begin walking off. FTW shoves her cart in front of me. Excuse me? What did you say to me? Where is your... I lifted a hand to cut her off, which worked surprisingly well. Me. I said F off over there. It's too damned early to deal with you or anyone else's bullcrap. I'm on a schedule, and I won't have you throwing it off. So do us both a favor and F off. Over there. FTW, gaping at me. I'll have you know my husband is... Me. I don't give a crap who your husband is in this backwater Radier town. He can F off with you. And tell him if he's gonna pay for plastic surgery to pay the big bucks, cause you're one saggy old bee. I then proceed to shove her cart out of the way and finish my shopping. But nay, 'twas not the end of her. I'm at the cash register handing my money to the cashier when I hear this ghoulish harpy shriek. FTW. There he is! I roll my eyes and turn to see her strutting triumphantly towards me with the manager following. FTW. I want him fired! My poor cashier almost fainted, thinking somehow he'd done something wrong. The manager recognizes that it's I the harpy shrieketh for. M. He doesn't work here. She whirled on him like a gorgon seeking its next target. FTW. How dare you defend him? Me, on the phone. Yes, I'm at local grocery chain in Backwater Town. There's a woman here who's causing quite the ruckus, and I'm worried she may become violent. Her face goes white and she falls on the floor sobbing, wailing incoherently, watching a police officer arrive, begin to escort her out, and eventually have to bring her to the ground when she began to try and run away. Made the 45 minutes of fishing I missed so very worth it. And our second story. Bachelorette party in the city, choosing beggar style. This happened 10 years ago. It was my friend's bachelorette party, and she wanted a night out in San Francisco. Limo, bar, and club hopping, dinner, and hotel room to stay the night. So myself, maid of honor, and the only other bridesmaid set forth planning it. She booked the limo and the route of bars and clubs, and I was in charge of accommodations. We had communicated to those invited what they would be expected to spend, which my goal was to keep it as low as possible to entice them to attend so we'd have a biggish group going. Now, my ex, who worked at a major hotel in Union Square, and I had broken up some months before the bachelorette party, but still kept in light contact. He cheated on me, and I wasn't big on staying friends, and I guess we were still in limbo if we could see getting back together, but that's another can of worms for a different sub/story. For the sake of getting deals for what was to be a fun night, I swallowed some of my pride and hit him up to see if he could hook me up. He came through and got me 2 junior suites for $100 a night each, normally $400 off peak season and upwards of $600 to $800 on peak, and 12 vouchers for breakfast the next morning. Probably $360 plus value at the time. I was happy. He wanted to make sure the bride had a good time, and I guess he wanted to do something nice and that I'd have a good time. Night of the Bachelorette, the bride was psyched that we had junior suites instead of regular rooms, and when I gave her the envelope for the free breakfast for anyone who was staying that night, she gave me this look. The look like I forgot to give her something or something was missing. She then says to me, "What, no parking passes?" I died a little inside. Overnight parking was $40 a car. I just saved $300 per room and gotten $360 plus for breakfast knocked off the bill, and she was looking for parking passes for the girls attending? I managed to score a $960 plus discount so we could keep the cost low for a night of partying in San Francisco, and apparently that wasn't quite enough. By the way, she knew my ex, and she knew everything I went through, including asking for this favor, and still my good deed fell short. Anyway, some girls flaked at the very last minute, leaving me and the other bridesmaid paying $800 out of pocket to cover what would have been their share of the festivities, limo, cover for clubs, dinner, lodging, etc. Now, neither of us made a lot of money at the time, myself on $50K a year and her a little less, which for the Bay Area doesn't leave you with a lot of play money. Because of this expense, I could not afford to buy my meal that night or buy any drinks for myself. One of the girls attending, a coworker of mine, and the bride witnessed what happened, and she bought me a drink or two, which I was grateful for. At the last club of the night, some very drunk dude spilled tequila on me as he was making a dash to the bathroom, and the other bridesmaid got some on her as well. I went to the bathroom to take off my top, rinse tequila off, and went and sat in the limo in a very wet top with the other bridesmaid who managed to clean up a bit as well. You'd think that'd be the signal to go back to the hotel, since it was past midnight anyway, but the bride and the rest of the group stayed in the club for another 30 to 45 minutes. BM and I shot the crap with the limo driver and watched drunk patrons stumble out of the club and get into fights. Once everyone piled back into the limo and back to the hotel, I was glad. Needless to say, that wasn't the only CB moment for that wedding. These days, I don't keep in much contact with her. Things got to a point where she and her husband successfully alienated a lot of people for their wedding. Makes me hella sad, but oh well. You're a good friend, and you did what a true friend would do. You tried your best, but sometimes people just want more. Except being grateful for once. Thanks for sharing the story. And our last story. It was stupidity mixed with drunkenness. Thought I'd share my tale. Back in January, my friend and I drive to our local McDonald's. So we're sitting in drive-through lane number 2 waiting for our order to be taken when I feel my car inch forward. I didn't have on the e-brake, so I thought maybe I forgot to put my foot on the brake pedal? Crunch, crunch. What the F? I look behind me and some FA and a Envoy is ramming my bumper. I drive a small Hyundai Coupe. So I throw my car in gear and pull into a parking spot just past the lanes. Friend and I get out, see my bumper marked up like hell, and proceed towards this effer's truck. As I get closer, I notice this guy's Envoy is half in the lane and half in the flower bed, and I can hear the dude keep trying to drunkenly speak into the mic to order. I finally see the guy, and my God, he was massive. Easily 6'3", 6'4", 250 pounds plus. Also, he was shirtless. Real winner, right? I get to his window, and my buddy walks around the guy's car for whatever reason. Tell you in a second. And I pull out my phone to take notes, get a phone number. Keep in mind, this a-hole is insanely drunk, sitting in the drive-thru lane throughout this conversation. I tend to approach the type gingerly, as to not get my crap wrecked by a dude that has a good 80 pounds or so on me. And though I was PO'd as F, I probably would have taken it easy on the guy had he been cooperative. Yeah, I'm gonna need to get some information from you. Pull up and we'll try to work something out, all right? My name's Jason. Okay, my name is blank. What's your phone number? Do you have your insurance card or anything? The guy rolls up the window and drives away, as I'm jogging behind him screaming obscenities. F. So now I'm burgerless with a beat-up car, and some jerk just pulled a hit and run on me. Gee effing damn it. End up calling the cops, and one car with 2 officers show up about 5 or 6 minutes later. I give them the rundown on the guy's looks, kind of truck, color of it, etc. Did you get a tag number? Well, crap, I didn't. My friend hears this and comes around with his phone with a picture of Jason's tag. The second cop runs the tag number and it doesn't match the envoy. Effing great. The cop that ran the tag just goes back to sit in the car while the other finishes up with me. Unfortunately for me, Jason was probably long gone. I had a bogus tag number, a pretty vague description of the guy, no information besides what was probably a fake name, and an envoy to go on. No insurance info, not crap. So if I reported it to my insurance at this point, it would have been like I effed my car up myself. Great. Anyway, the cop and I are about to finish up with the scene, and he's taking down some of my own information when the second cop gets out of the car. Hey, what was that tag number again? Reads out tag number. Second cop points to the drive-thru. Son of a B. This dumb butt had come back 15 minutes later with the cops and myself still there to the drive-thru for his burger. Cops acted quick, pulled him out of the truck, searched him and the truck, and put him in cuffs. Truck was towed. Jason scored a minor in possession, hit and run, whatever the charge is for having a bogus tag, and a DUI charge. His parents were nice enough to pay me some cash for my car, which I gladly accepted and finished paying my car off, and I decided not to press any further. The state's gonna have a lot of fun with him, so why should I bother? I owe a lot to my friend for being so proactive in documenting the scene. He's received plenty of beers for the act since, and the cop said I was the luckiest dude he'd ever seen. I'd agree. Kids, if you're in a fender bender, take pictures of all that crap. Hope you enjoyed. Hey guys, thank you all for watching the video. I'll see you in the next one.